Good evening, everybody. Good evening. We are back tonight. We've been running our Hawk Cam every day, and I figured we're going to get out here. It's pretty decent tonight. I don't know how good the seeing is. It's kind of a little hazy out, so I'm not quite sure how good it's going to be. But we're gonna give it a go. It's been super hot here. Obviously, we're in Florence, Arizona here. It is triple digits already. It's already triple digits. So it's I got plenty of Arizona iced tea to drink out here because it's getting me pretty dry out here. But if you can, make sure you're watching in the day. We try to run we have a little 80 millimeter refractor with a Malin cam on it, and we're watching the hawk's nest out behind the observatory here in a tower. It's very cool. Our co-host tonight is inside with the puppers tonight. I'm just checking now, make sure we're trying to do 720 streaming at 720 because the internet here isn't that great, but it's been getting better. So we're trying to do 720p tonight. So hopefully, we're doing pretty good right now. 0.7% drop frames. We're hoping it doesn't skip around too much. If it does, just let me know in chat here, and we will try to fix it. All right. Well, tonight, we are going to do some more galaxies because it is galaxy season, and we have lined up tonight. We're going to try and do NGC 4438, the eyes, and I have never done these before, so I don't know how good it's going to come out, but we're going to give it a go. And then also we're going to switch over because close to that is Markarian's chain. I think it's all like kind of connected. I'm not that smart with everything yet, so you'll have to bear with us here. But yeah, there's a lot of galaxies right here. So we got Clyde all warmed up and the camera's cooled down, and we should be okay. It looks like we're in good focus right now. I don't see any little donuts in there, but we will see. I already pointed Clyde at the eyes, NGC 4438. And let's go over here to Stellarium, and you'll see exactly what we're doing. All right, we are, oh my gosh, where are we? Oh, we're right here. Look at the galaxies out here. That is absolutely crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, it's nuts. Let's see here. This is the eyes. This is what we're going to be doing. Now, I don't know we're going to be super zoomed in like that, but we're going to give it a go. Let's see here. Okay. And then Markarian's chain is right here. Markarian's chain's right underneath there, right here. So we're going to swing over to that. And there's also this Virgo galaxy. It's not the greatest looking galaxy, but we could maybe do that. Oh, see, here's Markarian's chain. See, Markarian's chain is all through here. Okay. So, well, we're in the eyes, and we're kind of in the center of Markarian's chain here. And now, let's see. Oh, there's a good one up over here too. I don't know if we did that one or not. That's really awesome. Okay. All right. I could get carried away in there looking at all these galaxies. All right. So we're already on the eyes. Let's see. We're at 12 seconds on our trigger mode. I already know we're going to need a trigger mode. We're at 9 on our gain. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and just we're just going to leave everything at default sort of right now, and let's just start a 12-second loop and see what we can come up with here. I got to make sure I zoom in because our co-host is going to be yelling at me, and these I think are actually going to be kind of small, but let's see what pops up here. Oh, there they are. Oh, very cool. That actually isn't too bad. Focus looks pretty good. Definitely. Let's see what we got here. Let's turn our black level up here on our histogram. Our histogram looks good. It's right around 50, right about what we want. And let's see what that does for us. We're going to try and get this as good as possible before we start our live stack. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. Let's add a little sharpening to it. We'll add about 40 into there. And this looks pretty good. I don't get mad. I snuck some peeks at some pictures because I've seen them do this over on Live Skies on the Malincam site, but I have not done this myself, and those guys are amazing. So we're just going to try and replicate a little bit of what they can do. So I think we're pretty good right here. Let's go ahead and we're on Deep Sky and 10 frames. Let's go ahead and start a live stack. Let's see what happens here. And what we're looking for is, I'll zoom in a little bit here. We're looking to get this base cleaned up and as dark as possible. And then maybe we can do a little bit of a live high dynamic range on it. I'm not quite sure since I've never done this before. Oh, it is dry out here. It is Arizona. It is a dry heat. All right. Oh, our mount looks like it's doing good. The focus looks like it's okay. All right. Well, that's at 12 seconds. So we're at an output of 2 frames here. Let's go ahead and see if we can't learn a little bit about NGC 4438, the EYES Galaxy. Let's see here. Let me see. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's do Constellations Guide. Let's see what they have to say. All right. The EYES Galaxy, also known as ARP-120, are a pair of interacting galaxies located in the Virgo cluster. The galaxies lie at an approximate distance of 52 million light years from Earth. Wow, that's definitely further than Walmart. And they have the apparent magnitude of 10, which isn't super bright, but it's not bad. Their general designations and then the NGC, the new general catalog, is NGC 4435 and 4438. The EYE galaxies are also one of the best known interacting galaxies in the sky, along with the nearby Siamese twins, the Whirlpool galaxies, M51, the Mice galaxy, the Antenna galaxy. Oh, there's some other ones. Boy, there's so many of them. Well, there's a little information right there about the EYES galaxy. Very, very cool. Wow, it looks like this is stacking up really nice. We are at 10 frames. We can already see some of the little this one has quite a bit of outer region in it, and I wonder if that's like a reflection, sort of like a reflection. Let's see, what does Stellarium have to say about if there's an H region in it? It does not. No, it doesn't. Usually Stellarium up in this top over in here will tell you if it's like an H region, if it has something. I'm not quite sure if it would need a filter to bring more of those out. It seems to have like a blue hue to it. But let's let this stack up. We're at 14, and let's let it go a little bit before we try any high dynamic range on that. Shut that one window off. It is pretty bright. So we have this big curtain behind us to try and keep some of the light down for the monitors in here. You know, the observatory is relatively small, and the monitors put, you know, everything in here. Everything you do has a light on it. It's absolutely ridiculous. All your power supplies, everything, even the camera has a blue light. So you have to be careful of all that stuff shining into the front of the scope. You definitely get some weird reflections off of stuff. I remember Clyde is a 14-inch scope, so if you were new to astronomy like me, you would think that, you know, the bigger the scope, the better, and it is. But if your seeing conditions aren't that great, it just magnifies how bad something is in the sky. It does make it a little tough sometimes. But luckily, we have this hyperstar on here, and we are at f2, so we get pictures very quickly. And the detail is very good, and we don't have to worry so much about the weird light and stuff like that reflecting off the telescope, getting weird stuff. All right, we are at 22. We're at 22 frames. Let's see if we can do a little high dynamic range on here. That's where we bring our light point down a little bit. Let's go a little bit. We're not going to do too much right now. Let's just do a little bit to try and get that that sort of a wispy look to it. Just checking my phone, making sure our co-host isn't messaging me. Let's see. I'm getting yelled at to zoom in. There we go. Okay. I don't want to get too crazy because it gets really pixelated. But we're definitely doing some doing good on our live high dynamic range right here. And we'll try and do a little post-processing in Cam Sky here when we get our good snapshot ready. Let's see, we are at 27 frames. Maybe we'll go down just a little bit more. I don't know how much of that wispiness we're going to get in there. I think for sure this galaxy probably would be a little bit better at f11 or with a camera on the back and doing like a 6:3 focal reducer, which we do have that, but then we have to reconfigure the telescope. All right, just good. All right. Well, that looks pretty good. I'm liking it. Oh, it's so exciting to have a new target on here. Like I said, we haven't done this one ever. I don't even think I've ever pointed the scope over here. I mean, I have at some of these galaxies, but I didn't realize this was here. All right, we are zoomed in at 200%. It looks pretty good. Let's take a snap. Let's take a snapshot of this so we have it. Oh, let me close that. There's a bug in Cam Sky that it does not take the snapshot of the stack unless you are in RGB 24. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Okay. All right, so for our live stack here, let's do a little bit of, since we already have our snapshot, let's do a little bit more live high dynamic range, and we'll put that down, that white point, just a little bit more, and let that stack up and then we'll try a little post-processing here on our picture. All right, let's do our, let me switch over here so you can see what I'm doing. All right. So we'll go in here to our range, and then you can see our histogram right here. You're going to want to bring this black point up right to the bottom of the arc there. Galaxies, you can kind of go into that arc a little bit, or actually quite a bit, and still have great results. So there's that, but you kind of have to watch though, because it does make it look very pixelated if you're too much into it. All right, so let's go right about there, and then we'll do we're going to do our denoise and our adaptive Wiener filter buddy, and that'll smooth those edges out just a little bit. And then I'm not sure how much on the curve we really need to do on here. We can blow that center out really quickly. Let's actually do some blue. All right, boy, that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. We definitely could probably, you know what, if we spent like, these guys that do astrography on, some of these pictures on the internet that are absolutely phenomenal. I think if we were at like probably F11 with a 6.3 reducer on it, we could probably get a really, really amazing picture of this. But this isn't bad. I'll take it. It looks pretty good. I know I'm trying to keep zoomed in so I don't get yelled at. When I look at this on the monitor, it looks way different than what comes over the stream, for sure. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's 200% zoomed in. That is 150%. If you're on your phone, it probably will look a little small. But if you're streamcasting to your TV or you're on your PC monitor, it should look really, really good. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. NGC 4438, the eyes. Very cool. You know what? If you back out, they do look like a set of eyes in the sky like that. That is very cool. And also, look at all these other galaxies out here. There's one here. There's another one here. There's another one here. One down here. Another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. Oh my gosh. That is too cool. There are so many. Oh, look at this galaxy right here. This looks very cool. I don't know what that is. You see that right there? That is a very cool looking galaxy. Wow. That's awesome. I'm not sure what that is. Let's see if we can see that in Stellarium. Let's see here. Where are we? Okay. We're right here. I'm not sure if we can see that. I don't see it right offhand. Oh, here it is, right here. Right here. There's that galaxy we were just looking at right there. That is NGC 4440. And that it's got a magnitude of 11.72. So it's kind of dim. But, we're getting all these galaxies right here. This is very cool. All right. Let's zoom out. Let's see what we got right here. Let's take one more snap, and this way I can have that for later. All right. Very cool. NGC 4438, the eyes. Now let's see Let's stop our live stack. We'll fix our histogram. We'll make sure we take the sharpening back down because it can make your camera a little laggy anytime you put a sharpening effect on things. All right, let's see here, and we'll stop our trigger mode and go back to video mode. There we go. All right, so let's see over here in Stellarium again. And I think we're going to, let me see here. Now, there's this Markarian's chain there. Let's go down here and see. Let's go to this part of Markarian's chain right here. And this is NGC 4473. Let's see here. Let's, tell Clyde to go there. Maybe. There he goes. Oh, wow. It barely even moved. All right. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I think this is the eyes. This is still the eyes right down here. So this is all part of Markarian's chain. All right. Let's do our trigger mode, and we'll keep it at 12 seconds, and we'll see what comes up here. Oh, very cool. Look at all these galaxies. So we are definitely, this is right here. I think this is the NGC. Let me check Stellarium. That is NGC 4473. $44.73. And this is Markarian's chain. I think I have that spelled right. I don't get mad. All right, let's see. Oh, we got a good histogram. Let's hit our white balance just once here. The histograms are a little bit, starting to get a little bit misaligned there. There we go. We'll raise our black point up. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. 100% zoomed in here. Look at all the stars out here. That is amazing. And look at all the galaxies. This is absolutely phenomenal. Let's start a stack on this, and we'll get these cleaned up. We'll put a little bit of sharpening. We won't need too much in sharpening in here. All right, let's do it. We'll start our live stack. Let's see here. Oh yeah, this is going to be good, and we can kind of go around and look at some of these galaxies after they stack up. You know, this would be Markarian's chain. Even though we're at F2 and we have a pretty good piece of the sky with Clyde, our telescope, you know what we haven't done here yet? There's so much to do in astronomy. It's kind of almost overwhelming with all the things you can do. But you can also stitch, you know, in Mountain Camp Sky software here, you can stitch these photos together. I'm not sure how to do it, but it's probably something I should learn how to do, because Markarian's chain would be absolutely amazing to stitch together. And you have to, because you can't get all of it in one shot. So let's see here. Let's see. Now, the one I did, now we are not on Messier 84, we are on Messier 84, that is also in Markarian's chain. We are at NGC 4473. Let's see if we can learn a little bit about that. Let's see here. Okay, NGC 4473 is an elliptical galaxy located about 50 million light years away in the constellation of the Coma Berensey. It was discovered by astronomer William Herschel on April 8th, 1784, and that is amazing. How did William Herschel in 1784 be able to see this? It's just, who knows what kind of equipment they used back then, but it is absolutely amazing that they could see this. And we have some pretty sophisticated equipment and cameras here to look at this, and they didn't have cameras back then. They did this all by eyes and eyepieces. Absolutely awesome. Let's see here. NGC 4473, it's a member of the chain of galaxies called Markarian's chain, which is part of the larger Virgo cluster of galaxies. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Boy, that looks really clear. That is very cool. And this is the galaxy right here. This one right in the center here. This is NGC 4473. And this is part of Markarian's chain. Now, I know our co-host is going to hate me zooming out like this, but as you can see, these bright spots all through here, right, like right here, if you can follow my cursor down through here, this is all part of Markarian's chain. And there's just, oh my gosh, there's so many galaxies out here, and it may be hard for you to see, but look at this little galaxy right here, and then these little smudge spots. When you're looking through your telescope and you see these little smudgy spots, those are galaxies. Oh, there's another one down here. Wow, there's just so many of them. You know, it makes you want to go out and buy the biggest telescope you could get to see these. And I think they would probably be, individually, they would be a lot better when the scope is at f11. But to get it, unfortunately, when you get those bigger focal lengths like that, your piece of the sky, how many arc minutes you could see, if you can look that up, it really narrows down it's very minimal how much of the sky you can see, you know, as you get up in those focal ranges like that. Wow, this is very cool. And we're going to take a snap of that. All right. Now let's go down a little bit. Let's stop our live stack. We'll turn that black level down. We'll turn our sharpening back down to default. Let's see here. We'll stop this. And then we will go back to video mode so we can move around. There we go. All right. Now let's jump over here to Stellarium, since it is galaxy night here. And we are going to Let's see here. This is more Markarian's chain right here. What's this one here? Let's see here. 49. The Virgo galaxy. This is pretty bright. Let's do this Virgo galaxy. I know it's not like the prettiest galaxy, but it's still a very cool. So let's tell Clyde to go over there. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, I think this is it right here. Boy, these are, my co-host just messaged me, and I'm sure they look like pinpoints on the screen, and then they kind of are. Let's see here. Let's do a loop on this and see if we can't get some of that, because this was at an 8.6 magnitude, 8.7. It was pretty bright. Oh yeah, it's pretty bright. It's definitely not much to look at. You know, some of these things are kind of hit or miss. You know, if you were on not last night, the night before, we did the Southern Pinwheel Galaxy, and that was absolutely amazing. Yeah. All right, let's do that. We got our black level up. We're on this target, and I've never done it before, so let's just do our live stack so I can take a snap. This way I have a picture of it in our astrography album. Let's see here. Let's bump over to Stellarium. While that's stacking, let's look at Stellarium. Let's see what we can do here. That looks very cool. It looks very big, but well, maybe it isn't. Let's see here. The Silver Streak Galaxy. Let's see here. I think we did this already on stream, the Lost Galaxy of Copeland. I'm pretty sure we did that just a couple streams ago. Here's these Siamese twins. Now, I think these are going to be pretty. Those are pretty dim at 11.31. I'm not quite sure the seeing is good enough for those tonight. That looks pretty big. This Messier 58. Maybe we'll go there to this M58 and try that. Let's see what we look like. Okay, we're on our live stack. We're at six frames in. There's a lot of galaxies out here. You know, a lot of these galaxies are just, you know, they're just very large smudgy stars. If we were doing probably hours of astrography to get, you know, a super clear picture at a higher power, they would be amazing. But for live EAA, there's sometimes these are a little bit hit and miss. They're a little tough to do. Let's spin over to that. Let's stop this. Let's see here. Let's stop our loop and we'll go back to video mode. And then we will tell Clyde to go to M58. I don't think we did that one yet. I don't know how good this is going to turn out, but we'll give it a shot. All right. He didn't move much. Oh, there's those There's those Siamese twins right down here. Let's see here. That mount's drifting. We'll get it on the back side of that worm gear. All right. I don't know how good this is going to turn out. Let's just keep our settings of what we got right here. And let's just go ahead and put, let's see here. Let's put, we'll just leave the 12 seconds on it and see how we do. It should be right there. I don't know how good it's going to be, but we'll give it a shot. I think all these targets are amazing. Oh, you can actually really see that, I think, anyway. It's definitely spiraled. I think all these targets are amazing. Let's see here. Oh, we got a good histogram. Look at that. We'll get right up in there. We'll see if we can darken that up and see. This might be a really good candidate for some live high dynamic range to get these arms to pop out. Let's see here. We're at 200% zoomed in. I hope it's not looking pixelated. Let's just go ahead and enable our let's put a little bit of sharpening in it. You know, we definitely, you know, I think that one of the main filters we use here is the Optlong L Enhance. It's like a tri-band filter. We have other ones too, oxygen, 3, sulfur, and then HA filter. But I know there's some, I'm not quite sure what filter we could use for galaxies. I know they have the Optlong Extreme. I'm not sure how good that would be for galaxies, but we could, you know, we could look into that and see if that gives us a little bit. I think if we filtered out some of this other ambient light, it's pretty dark out here where we're at, but you know, not really dark enough. Hopefully, eventually, if we move, we can move to a very dark site, and that's like my dream, to have a little observatory there and super dark skies. All right, this is going to go. Let's let this stack out. I think we can put some high dynamic range on this, and I think we can have a nice little galaxy. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, let's, oh, we need to update our ticker. This is Messier 58. And a lot of these don't even have name designations on them, just Messier numbers or NGC catalog number. All right. I think this is actually going to turn out pretty good. I'm pretty stoked. Let's see here. Let's learn about M. Okay. Messier 58 is an intermediate barred spiral galaxy with a weak inner ring structure located within the constellation Virgo, approximately 68 million light years away from Earth. Oh my gosh. And that's absolutely ridiculous. I can't even comprehend how far that is. It was discovered by Charles Messier on April 15th, 1779. My goodness, how is that even possible? And it is one of 4 barred spiral galaxies that appear in Messier's catalog. Wow, very cool. 68 million light years. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely crazy. But that's actually cleaning up really nice. We're gonna let this keep stacking here. We're gonna try and get a good base. Our co-host wants us to look something funner at. And she's not the she's not the hippest on star clusters and some of these smaller galaxies. I know they're not that cool, but you know what? They can't be. We can't do the Lagoon Nebula every night. But this is looking pretty cool. I like this stuff. All right, we're stacking. We are at 18 frames. See, what we're looking for is that base to get pretty solid. You know, here at Starlite, oh look, it's beautiful diffraction off of the star here. That's beautiful. We don't use darks or anything like that here. We probably should. I tried to make a library of darks one time, and it didn't really work out too well. When I went to put them in, it got all weird. So maybe I'll have to try it again. And you can do darks, from what I'm told, from the guys over at the Malin campsite. You can do darks anytime. Basically, you just put a cap on the camera, set it on your desk, and then you start taking dark pictures at certain gains and exposure times. And then you can sort of gauge what you do, because we're normally anywhere between 10 and 20 seconds, and our gain doesn't change a whole lot. And we could make some dark libraries and figure out how to get those in there, and it would probably drastically. I've used them before myself when I'm not streaming, because it's a little tedious to, I get up on the ladder and I put my black the block off in the filter tray and take some darks, and then but when you incorporate them, they do make a world of difference. They make the background very, very black and very nice. It's very good, but it can be time consuming. So maybe someday here I'll make some of those darks. There's a lot of stuff to do and very little time with this. All right, let's see here. We're at 26 frames. Let's start our high dynamic range. We got a good base. Let's bump this right down to just a little bit over 200, and we'll see what we can come up with. Yeah, usually the more exciting nights are with the big nebulas and some of the big star clusters, or some of the star clusters with the nebulas in them. Like, you know what? One of my favorite is the Inchworm cluster. I absolutely love that. It's a beautiful star cluster, and it's right in the middle of all this H2 region. It's absolutely beautiful. This is actually stacking up though, because those arms are starting to pop out. I know it's a little bit slow, but we're getting there. Checking for our co-host. I know she wants us to move on. She's in there watching. She's laying down. She's had a pretty long day today. Oh, but update while let's turn this down just a little bit more, see if we can get that to pop out. Update on our little dog Lucy with the broken leg. We took her a couple weeks ago to get her leg x-rayed, and I made my own splint. It's this whole ordeal all the time here, but her leg is stable and it's healing. I just need to make a new splint that's a little less rigid. I probably should have made that like a week or two ago, but I will here very shortly. And she's doing good. We're getting there. It's just going to be a long road, but as long as we keep it splinted a little bit and keep it from breaking again, we're going to be good. Wow, this is looking okay. I don't think the seeing is all that great tonight. I know it's like when I look up here, it's super clear, but it's very hazy. Usually we can tell here when I look out towards Tucson, towards the mountains, or over towards Apache Junction towards the Superstition Mountains, you can't really see the mountains. I mean, they're there, but the haze from the dust and stuff, because we're out here in the desert and it's usually windy. Usually, there's a lot of particles in the air here. That's the only downside to living in the desert. There is quite a bit of dust out here. All right, you know what? That looks pretty good right there. That's zoomed in 200%. I know that's probably a little small on my co-host phone, but let's take a snap of that since we're doing it and we don't have this cataloged yet. All right, there's our snap. Now you can see as you get out towards the edges of these pictures, your stars can be a little bit egged. That's why it is important. Usually you have to get like a field flattener or something for that, like that. But see, as you get more in towards the center of the picture, they round right out again, which is very interesting. So we are zoomed in at 200%. Let's do our range. We've got a little bit to work with here to blacken that up. Okay, and then let's do, let's not do the Wiener filter because sometimes it takes a little detail out. Let's do our curve. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. All right, let's see what we can do to this thing. Oh, wow. Oh. That's not bad. Oh, I think my computer is a little laggy right now. I'm not sure why. Oh, we're doing good on our stream. Why is that Oh, I'm clicking apply and it's not working. Oh, I've got a notice somewhere. Oh. I'll leave you with that live scene. I don't know why that did that. All right, let's take one more snap of it. Do I have it? Okay, there's our snap, our new snap. There's actually quite a bit of detail right through here. That looks good. That looks really cool. Oh, it did apply. I don't know why that did that. That was weird. But hey, that looks kind of cool. That's not a bad galaxy. M58, everybody. I'm happy with that. I think if we run that through the GIMP on one of our TIF files that I save it in, I think it's actually going to look pretty good. We'll crop it down and it'll look great. Boy, the mount's doing great. It hasn't moved. These are hot pixels right here, and it hasn't, as you can see, and it hasn't moved at all. It's been tracking 100% tonight, and that makes me happy. All right. That's cool. That's not bad at all. All right, let's see here. We're at 52 minutes in. Let's go over to Stellarium. I know our co-host wants us to do something a little bit cooler here. Wow, look at this thing here. What is this? That looks really cool, but it's kind of dim. Let's see here. What can we do? Let's see, what can we do? That's like a large galaxy. Oh, the koi fish, the black eye, we've done that before. The whale galaxy, we've done that. Let's see here. We gotta watch where we're at too, because I hate right there. Oh, that's west. That wouldn't be too bad. Usually when we get to the north west, that's towards Phoenix and Mesa. We're still pretty far from there, but there is a lot of sky glow over there. Let's see here. All right. Now I know that my co-host is not a super fan of these, but let's do M13. Let's do the great. I know I've done this before, but it's been a long, quite a few streams ago. Let's do the Great Cluster in Hercules. It's just a big star cluster. I know it's not the most exciting thing, but let's see what happens here. All right, there goes Clyde. He's flipping all the way around. All right, let's see here. Let's see what we got. Oh, I still had our stack on. Let's stop our... All right. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's very cool. I know it's not the most exciting thing sometimes, but you know, these are all a lot of objects that we can look at, and I know that I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is a magnitude 5.8, so you can see this, I'm sure, with binoculars. And this is in the east, right above Vega. So if you get the Stellarium app for your phone, you can go out there, you can start it up, and then you can hit the little search button and hit search for M13, and you can stand there with your phone and turn around, and it'll show you exactly where M13 is, or any target that you want to look at. It's a little hazy out. Even Stellarium is denoting that, like, I had the sky... you know, takes into the weather and account and all that other stuff. And it is definitely a little hazy out tonight. Here. Okay, so we are in regular video mode right now. Let's see here. Do we want to up the gain? Let's turn the gain up a little bit. We don't want it to get too noisy. We're going to try and turn that histogram up. Turn the gain up to see. Oh, wow. Look at that. Kind of noisy, but let's see here. Wow, look at that. There's like a zillion stars in here. I wonder if you could do a live high dynamic range on this. You might be able to. If you did this, you definitely can see the details of the stars in there. If you run that exposure up, let me turn the sharpening down. I know it doesn't like that. If you turn that exposure up, these stars start to blend together, and that's what we don't want. Okay, I think we're okay right there. And then I think we can do a high dynamic range on this. Wow, that's 300% zoomed in. That's really cool. Let's see here. Let's drop our gamma down a little bit. And that's going to bring our histogram up. Let's see here. Here, we'll drop the gamma Just a little bit more. Okay, and then we'll turn our black level up a little bit, right to the bottom of that. All right, let's try and do a live stack. Let's see what happens here. We definitely can put some sharpening in this. Let's just see what happens. And then we'll update our ticker, because we are on M13. And this is the, they call this the Hercules cluster, just so you know. Oh, my co-host said that it is buffering on Twitch. Oh, but we haven't dropped any frames. So I'll just have to go back. Hopefully the stream will be okay. I'm hoping it's just, we have two internets here. We have the one I stream on, and then we have our Starlink. It could be Starlink too, kind of bumping in and out. You know, there is like, sort of as the satellites pass overhead, there is some outages. But they're very, very short and very minor. All right, we are stacking this. It's looking good. Let's, it goes so quick. All right, let's do this HDR high dynamic range on here. Let's see if we can lighten this up in the center and these outer stars without overdoing these inner stars here to where it looks like a big blob. Our wonderful background music is from Eric Medias at soundimage.org. I gotta plug him a little bit. He lets us all use his music for free, and he is amazing. So go check him out. All right, let's go down more. We're just slowly bringing that white point down. I think my co-host said Twitch was not running correctly, but let's see what it's doing. See if I can pick it up out here. Oh, it seems to be running. Okay, so hopefully it's just her in there. You know what? It's so hard to get when you're out here in the middle of nowhere. That is the one bad thing, you know, your internet. It's not like having Cox cable where you have, and I've heard bad stories about that, but at least you have a pretty good steady connection. Out here, it can be a little flaky at times. Let's see here. Let's go down a little bit more. It ticks off so quickly. I should be going down a little bit further, a lot faster, because these frames tick off so quickly. That is a lot of stars. That is absolutely amazing. Let's try. Let's see what they say about Messier 13. Okay, Messier 13, also designated as NGC 6205, and is also called the Great Globular Cluster in Hercules. Is a globular cluster of several 100,000 stars in the constellation of Hercules. Several 100,000. That is absolutely unbelievable. And they all look like they're like right together. Boy, wouldn't that be something if you could if you could actually like go there and see this. I know Elon's working on it, and it is located 25,000 light years, which is very close. Now remember, the last targets we looked at, those galaxies, they were like a million, like 50 million light years away. We can't even comprehend that. This one's only 25, so this is like hopping down to the grocery store. This is amazing. Boy, that looks really good. Boy, look at that, several 100,000 stars. That is amazing. The detail looks pretty good on that. I'm happy. I am going to take a snap of that. I know we have some pictures of this, but I always like to take pictures and then go back and then see how we've progressed here over the last year. All right, we've been running just about an hour. It is a work night tonight. Tomorrow's a half day at work, thank goodness, and it's Friday. So hopefully we can come back this weekend and maybe do something else, and do something a little bit not so tedious and a little bit more visually stunning. I know everybody likes those big stunning targets. Maybe we can put our filters back in and check out some type of nebulas, at least that are out there. We just have to find out which ones we want to look at. So I've had a great time tonight. I love looking at, we did new targets tonight, the eyes and parts of Markarian's chain, and I'm not sure, I'll have to go back and look, but we did that other spiral galaxy, and it's very cool. It turned out really well. I'm happy about that. But make sure, tell your friends, if you're on here, to go to our website, starlitestarbriteobservatory.com, and then find one of their streaming mediums. We're on Twitch, and I've been going to YouTube now, and Facebook, and also liveskies.org. But go to one of those sites and put your like and your follow on, and tell your friends too, so they can come and enjoy these amazing targets we have to look at in these objects in our galaxy. We don't even know we're out there as we go about our daily lives, and these things are absolutely amazing, and thousands of light years away, but we can see them right here in our backyard. It's very exciting. All right, well, tune in tomorrow. I'm going to start the Hawk Cam early. I got a half a day. I should be home by like 9 a.m. and we'll start the Hawk Cam up, and you can check out this little baby. Eventually, he's going to be up on that nest, and he's going to be trying to fly. Who knows when? And maybe we can get another image of his dad bringing him food. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Good night.